Hello Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading where we are going to be looking at what blessings are coming in over the next 7 days and what beautiful cards Spirit has presented for this subject this week. I want all of these. So you can go to the timestamps in the description as always. There's also a timestamp to give you a bit more information about the Return to Wholeness package. The early bird pricing is available until the 6th of January. So this is the last video I'll be releasing to remind you to book into that. If you would like to work with me one-to-one over a 10-week period to really positively change your life from a mental, emotional and spiritual place, then do check that out. It's one of the most insightful and life-changing things that you'll do and will have positive effects from now all the way through to the rest of your life with the work that we will do. So, Foxglove friends, this is pile 1, Bountiful Harvest. This is pile 2, Inner Truths. And this is pile 3, New Experiences and Possibilities. So I'll just leave those there for a couple of seconds so you can make your choice, and then just go to the timestamp in the description, and there's lots of other information in the description as well, so you can see how to work with me in all sorts of different ways. And I will see you in your reading, Foxglove friends. To wholeness? Well, at a soul level, you are a bright, shining, divine light without all the anger or sadness or guilt or anxiety or worries. Without all of that, you are a pure ball of light that is beautiful at a soul level. So what happens is when we come to Earth, we have all sorts of experiences that we are meant to learn lessons from to help our soul grow, to help us learn, to help us become more wise. However, the society that we live in and the cultures that we live in don't particularly support the learning of those lessons. We tend to hold on to things from the past and carry them around with us, and then they dictate and navigate the choices that we make, either through anxiety or fear or anger or numbness. Sometimes we push ourselves into numbness because we switch off from our emotions to such an extent and we become out of alignment with our soul. It is part of our birthright to have a happy and peaceful life. We come to Earth to experience the joy and magic of all that Earth has to offer, whether it be the nature, loving connections, the abundance of everything that life has to offer. We're entitled to have that. So this package, this 10-week package that I have put together, in which you'll work with me on a one-to-one basis, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we'll work one-to-one over video call, and we will start to clear away anything that is preventing you from being in alignment with your true soul self. We will also find out what your true north is, help you to connect to your soul self so you can listen to your soul self. We'll go into past lives, into inner child work, into connecting with your higher self. So there's so much. So we start off with tuning into your subconscious mind to understand what your core values are. And that means what really matters to you. Because once you know what really matters to you, and a lot of people don't know consciously what are the things that are important to them in life, or they think they do, but actually deep down it's something quite different. Once you know what those core values are, and you know how well they're being met, then that will enable you to know what your true north is, Foxglove friends. So you'll always know if something is pushing on any of those values, that is why negative emotions are coming up, so that you can take action to resolve that and to choose a different course of direction or different path in life. Now, to get the truth of that, what we then need to do is we need to do the big cleanse. The big cleanse is clearing away negative emotions connected to past experiences. Now, this is huge because it's clearing away negative emotions connected to experiences through your entire life. This can take people years in therapy and counselling, and we do it in a couple of sessions where we clear away angers or sadness or anxiety or guilt, so many different things, so that you can then be in the moment and not governed or dictated to by those experiences from the past. This then enables you to make positive choices for yourself with more emotional freedom, and to, when you do get an emotional reaction because something is pushing on your values, it's a lot less. It's not explosive, it's not kind of extreme. It will be a lot less, but it will help you to recognize, oh, something's pushing on my values, I need to make a different choice in life. We then look at your deeper subconscious and unconscious patterns that you're repeating. So maybe you keep ending up in the same sort of relationship. Maybe you keep going through the same scenarios at work. Even if you're trying to change these things, you might go to different relationships or different jobs because you think, well, if I go to a different job, I won't have the same experience that I keep having. Well, in actuality, it's within you that we need to change the patterns, and we do that at a deeper subconscious and unconscious level. So we shift and change the neural pathways within you so that you don't keep repeating the same patterns. So all of this is already creating such a lot of freedom for you, such a lot of emotional freedom, which will bring you more peace, and more happiness and more contentment, and will give you a great deal of insight into you and what's going on in your life. But that's just the beginning. We're not even halfway through at that point. So we then also do the inner child work to bring some magic into your life, to help you remember and understand what it is that you really, really loved in life, so you can start bringing more in. And if there's anything that's restricted you at a childhood level, we heal that to clear that away as well. Again, empowering you. You'll have more self-confidence, more self-love, more self-esteem, and you'll make choices then going through your life. And it literally has a ripple effect out into your future, because you'll start to notice that you're making decisions based on what is true to you, what matters to you, what is in alignment with your heart. We then do past life regression to look at if there's any particular scenario that you need to be learning that is holding you in place right now. That could be with a particular person, so you can look at how you're connected to a particular person in your life and what the interaction was in the past with them. It could be just a particular scenario that you need to resolve so that you can move forward and be free of that as well. We look at ancestral lines to see what you have brought through from your mother and father's side. Now, if you don't know your parents, we can look at that in a different way, so don't worry about that. But we can clear karmic elements for you as well. We then help you to get in tune with your higher self, your soul self, so that you're listening to the inner guidance of what your soul self is wanting to do in this world, so that can connect you to a higher purpose, to your soul purpose. there's such an awful lot that we do in this 10 weeks, and it will be quite an intense process, but it will be hugely life changing. There's nothing else like it out there. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me on the Let's Talk page on my website, which is in the link on the description of this video. But please do know that you need to get in before the 6th of January. You need to book in with me and make contact with me so we can get this scheduled in and booked in, so that you get the early bird offer on this. And all the details are on the Return to Wholeness page of my website. So if you've got any questions or you want to know anything else, or if you want to book in and make this the best year ever yet, and beat the shifts and changes that are going to press on you from all the planetary changes. I mean, we really are going through a huge change, a planetary level, which is going to open the door to people stepping into the true sole purpose of what they've come here for. Also, if you just want to do this to enable you to raise your vibrational frequency, it's absolutely wonderful because it clears away anything that's bringing you down. So what I mean by raising your vibrational frequency, if you're working to improve your spiritual awareness, you want to be at a higher vibrational frequency. So you don't want to keep getting dragged down by old negative experiences from the past, by negative emotions, all those sorts of things. You want to lift yourself up so that you can live at the frequency of love, which will then allow you to live in a place of more happiness and peace. It's just going to be brilliant, Foxglove friend. So if you want to work with me, do check all of this out. I'd love to see you, and we will make 2025 super special. Take care. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your reading. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to today's reading, and you have chosen this absolutely stunning card, Beautiful Harvest. And the feeling with this card is that you have had hope that something is going to happen, and you've been scared maybe that it might not happen. And now it is coming to fruition, and there's something, maybe some news or some information or a flurry of things coming in this week to make you feel how lucky and blessed you actually are. Now I'm going to put that over there, and we're going to get some more detail about, I want to look at what's been going on for you, Pile 1, so that we can get a nice good rounded picture of what's going on here. So what has been happening for Pile 1, please, Spirit? So we have got the Ace of Cups. We have got the Lord in reverse. And we have got Justice. Okay, so I feel like you've certainly either opened your heart or gone into something wholeheartedly. So it might be a new relationship or just something that you've applied yourself to that's potentially unconventional, or you've allowed yourself to live without rules and regulations somehow. That quite often happens when we work from a heart space, especially if we've just fallen in love. Everything goes out the window. We don't make a bed. We kind of end up living in a mess because you're so busy in that feeling the love of something that did you like that? That's feeling the love of something. We don't bother about rigidness or rules or regulations and things, and it's something that has been very much deserved, something that you've applied your heart and soul to, and it's been coming for a long time, that you should be engaging on this adventure, engaging with this. So whether it's a creative project that you are applying yourself to because it's something that you really, really love, or whether it's a new person, the timing has been correct for you going into this because you've gone through a lot of things in the past where you've gained wisdom, you've experienced different things that have now brought you to this moment in which you deserve to have what is coming in. You deserve to have the bountiful harvest, to feel the love and the colour in life, is what I want to say. Pile one. For some of you, there may be something where you've won either something from a legal perspective. So you might have won a contract for a new project. You might have be signing or looking at buying a house. You know, there may be something that you've won where there's been a legal situation which has been difficult, or you've been working on that. So let's have a look more about what is coming in for you now. So what is coming in over the next 7 days, please, for pile one? So we've got the High Priestess. Let's have a look. I've got these cards the wrong way. We've got the High Priestess here, which is absolutely lovely. We've got the Moon. Okay. So you might have been doing something that's been quite spiritual, or you might be getting information. I feel like there's potentially fears coming through about whether you think this is going to come to fruition, whether this is going to get resolved, whether it's going to work out the way that you want it to. And you're being asked to follow your intuition, but that might wobble a bit at times. Pile one, because sometimes the fear gets in the way. Let's have a look. What else we've got? The Ace of Cups again. You've got that twice. So that is so much about new things coming through from a heart perspective. Something that you love is coming into play, whether that is a new relationship, like I say, but it's this. So I can't help but, yeah, okay, these have fallen out now. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, you've got Justice again. So there is something in which your heart's desire is going to be met this week. Pile one. You may have to have a little bit more patience around it as it just comes into being. This is mightily exciting. The fact that you've got the Ace of Cups and the Justice cards twice, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune and bountiful harvest. The wheels of life are turning in your favour. So really, really, you will be experiencing blessings of great and new things this week. And it's something that's really going to light you up. Wow. Life is going to seem more fair to you this week. It's like something you've been waiting for, something you've been patiently working towards. Maybe if you've been waiting for a wonderful relationship, a wonderful romantic relationship, this is what you're getting this week. You know, everything that you've worked towards, everything you've been through, you're going to see evidence that these things are coming to fruition this week, and you're going to feel so blessed in your heart space. I wonder if there's, well, it's suggesting Ace of Cups is very much about relationships. Let me just see. Let me get some more information. There may be fears around it because you're kind of going to go, is this real? Is this really real? Can I accept this? I've been hoping for this. I've been hoping to feel this love in my heart for whatever it is that you've been applying yourself to. and you are going to get it. Strength. Okay, so it's going to make you feel so empowered. You're going to feel empowered, like if you were worried about people judging you previously, you're going to go, well, there's no point judging me anymore. I've done it. I'm doing it. This is good. It's working out well. If it's a new project that you've been putting out there or something spiritual that you've been putting out there and you're worried that people might not take you seriously, you're going to feel empowered by what happens this week, because it's, the bountiful harvest. The good things are coming in. What you've wished for in life is coming through this week. Pile 1. Spirit, what else can you tell me about what's going on this week, please? For pile 1. Intuition. So listening to your intuition. We're getting the same things several times over here. Listening to your intuition, following your heart. You are going to be an excellent example for those around you that can pay off. That what you've been working towards, what you've been wishing for, what you've been hoping for is coming to fruition, and it's going to have tangible it's going to have tangible financial benefits. So the 10 of Pentacles is where money is coming in. So it might be to do with having news that a house move is going to happen and move forward, and you're going to be so excited about it because it's what you've wanted in your heart for ages. It might be that project that you've been working on that's been very connected to your heart, very personal, and it's going to start bearing fruition this week. Pile 1, you're going to start seeing the money coming through as part of that. It might be that you're looking to move into a home or build a home with somebody that you really love, and you feel like you can actually commit to it because this is good, things are good, even though you've been afraid that it's not going to work out. This is a wonderful, wonderful, really wonderful reading, pile 1. They're being quite control. So this is a point where, look how all these birds are flying. You are flying high. I think you'll feel like you can relinquish control. In fact, this is quite similar in a way, that this person here looks like they're flying, that they've got the whole world in their hands, like they feel like they've got everything they ever wanted, the whole world. Like when you really do feel that joy and happiness because something's worked out, and it's like you can relax and fly and ride the waves of what's happening, because a bird has to flap its wings really hard to get up to a level, and then it catches a thermal. Oh heck, I can't remember what the words are. A thermal, thing that it then rides on. A bit like, let's consider it like if you were surfing and a big wave comes and you get on top of that wave and you're riding it. You've caught the wave. So whatever that is, I mean, that happens with social media. It happens in life where all of a sudden you manage to find yourself on this really happy wave and you're getting carried along with it, and you can just look out and enjoy what you're receiving because it's all going well. That's what you got this week, Foxglove friends. How jolly well exciting. I want to ask if there's any advice for you. Let's see if there's any advice. Is there any advice for pile 1, please? I'd say relax and go with it and enjoy the ride. 5 of Wands. If there's any challenges, just ignore them. Don't worry about the different challenges that are coming up. You'll be at such a good place, in such a heart-filled space, that you will overcome any challenges or difficult things that are going on. just stay loyal to the path that you've committed to, because you are correct. If anybody tries to criticize or say anything that, might bring you down a little bit, ignore that, because it could be jealousy, it could be other people's fears that they're projecting onto you, and they really do that a lot. This is really a validating reading to show that you are going in the right direction and justice will come. You just need to keep having the strength, because the wheel of fortune is changing in your favour. Everything that you are trying to achieve from what you are doing will happen, pile one. I'm going to get you one last card, because I think this is pretty straightforward. Keep following your intuition, stay in touch with your heart space, do what you love, because you will get the justice of what you're trying to achieve, and it may not be conventional. Now we have got the Singer of Connection. Ah, lovely. I'm just going to have a little look at what that says, because these are unusual ones and sometimes I can't remember absolutely everything. So this is spiritual connection, karmic balance, empathy. All connections are made, held and released as appropriate. It says this indicates the connection of things, especially reconnecting those that have been sundered. It is unifying and reunifying. It tells us that we need to be aware of the connections between different aspects of the issue under discussion, as well as the connections between the people linked by it. We also may need to build more connections, a network of mutual support. The presence of the Singer of Connection in a reading indicates support and strength flowing through the connection between those involved. So it says, the Singer supports all connections, the web of light between all beings, all particles, and between past, present, and future. It brings wholeness to apparent duality and combines all energies, uniting all that was, is, or could be. When we lose awareness of this connection in our lives, we feel isolated, lonely, bereft. Yet the energy is there. We only need to be open to it. There are emotions that help us open up: love, compassion, trust, and so on. So this is all about opening your heart to what is coming through, and you've got that twice with the Ace of Cups. Let go of defensiveness this week, pile one. That's to do with the Five of Wands as well. Letting go of any defensiveness, recognizing that the connections that are coming through are correct for you. So whether this is new clients coming through, whether this is relationship focus coming through for you, these are positive things. Don't get drawn into any small challenges or small difficulties. Allow yourself to rise above anything that seems difficult. It's important sometimes that not to be in the habit of judging others because we're afraid that we might be judged. So just be really open and compassionate to anybody who comes into your world. Be strong enough to fly above dramas or any little things that people might say that are a bit silly, that might trigger you in any sort of way, because you are on a high vibe journey to achieving something wonderful. There's still a little bit of patience potentially required this week, but it's all coming to fruition. The bountiful harvest is there for you. It's happening. Stay living at the vibrational frequency of love. Allow your fears to pass you by as you tune into your intuition, and you will get what you are wanting to receive. This is a wonderful, wonderful reading. I'm very happy for you. I'm very excited for you. Things are going to come to fruition in a really good way. If you missed it in the introduction, the 6th of January is the last day when you can book onto my Return to Wholeness package, in which we clear away emotional and mental issues from now all the way through the past without you having to delve into them. We do spiritual work. We utterly release you and free you from anything that's holding you back from now and in the past, so that you can be open and loving and have a happier and joyful life from now all the way forward. We literally do a lot of really great stuff. It's very personal. It's one-to-one with me, 10 weeks. Check that out in the description. You can book with me either via the Buy Me a Coffee link or on my website if you go on the Let's Talk page. So thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited for you. If this resonated, please do like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again in the future, Foxglove friends. Hello, pal 2. Welcome to today's reading, and you have chosen the Inner Truths card. Now, there's nothing I love more than the truth. I love that moment when you get like an aha clarity moment and you go, oh my goodness, I've just understood something so much about either the patterns in your life or about what other people are doing or what makes you tick, or or you might have found out something to do with ancestral stuff or understood something from your childhood. This cave here with all the crystals in it is like the depths of your subconscious and unconscious mind. All the wonderful and beautiful experiences, the good, the bad, the everything that you've experienced through your life is all deep down within the caves of your being, and it all makes this beautiful, wonderful, exciting world. So I'm going to put this over here and we're going to have a bit more information. So I want to look at what has been going on for you so that we can just understand, get a bit more depth about what's going on for you in the week ahead or for the next 7 days. So what has been going on for pile 2, please? I feel excitement. Oh, interesting. We've got the Death card in reverse. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Three of Cups. So, you may have been having a jolly good think, either about how you live in your life, who your friends are, who your circles are. This could represent somebody in your world who is very logical and can be a little bit cold. So maybe more thinking rather than heartfelt. They're not a fuss pot. It's what I want to say, Foxglove friends. They're not a fuss pot. Sometimes they're a bit lacking in affection. So that might be that it might be you, or it might be somebody that you know. But you may have also been spending lots of time with friends, because if you're watching this as I post it, obviously we've just had Christmas, where there's lots of people come together to spend time together, and good cheer. You see, good cheer, lots of people coming together. The Death card in reverse shows that shifts and changes that are happening, you may be trying to avoid. You may be a bit nervous about going into the new year even. You might have been too much in your headspace and you might not like what's changing within your world of people somehow. You could have possibly been feeling a bit depressed or like you're stagnating. There's fear rather than trust and joy. There might be a bit of fatigue or depression, or old habits that you're struggling to let go of. So, that's what's been going on. Let's have a look at what's coming up for you. Spirit, please can you advise what is coming up in the week ahead? I feel like with the Inner Truths card, there's something where you need to really acknowledge what is going on in your life and know that it's time for a change. And I mean, this is the perfect time of year to do that. So maybe you've separated yourself in some way from groups of people, or let me just see. So what is coming up for pile 2, please, in the next 7 days? 4 of Swords. Okay, let's put that there and we'll get a bit of a story. 7 of Swords. Lots going on in your headspace. Very logically minded. 9 of Swords. Yes. 9 of Wands. Okay, so there might be some anxiety, there might be some stress, not feeling that great about things. I just want to add at this point, because it seems very relevant, please do have a look at my Return to Wholeness package if you've got anxiety or you're feeling stressed or worried about things or repeating patterns. It clears away a lot of that from now all the way through your past to bring you into a more spiritual, emotional freedom, happier and peaceful state of being. It's a 10-week program you can do with me. I won't talk about it too much, but you do need to get in before the 6th or before January the 6th so that you can get the early bird pricing. Just have a look in the description and on my website, which is in the description. So you've maybe had a difficult time with people in some way, and things have come to light that you weren't expecting, things that have come to, you've started to see things about either the people you spend time with or about yourself that you're finding it difficult to get past. Part of the blessing in this week ahead is you being able to take some time out and have a rest, and also the fact that you're starting to realise the truth of what's going on, which sometimes doesn't always feel like a blessing if it's something that's not very nice. So like the 7 of Swords can be about deceit or betrayal, but it might be that you've been kidding yourself. Pile 2, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. The 9 of Swords can be again about anxiety or depression or worrying about things, but it's showing that you really need to stick to your guns. Make sure that you stick to what you know to be true, because you are correct, and this is where the inner truth comes out. It's important that you trust yourself, and this is a blessing in itself, because even though it sounds like you're going through a very difficult time, pal 2, actually in things being revealed, it means that you can start to take stock of where you are, and you can start to understand how you need to move forward now so that life can be better for you. Let's have a look at what else is coming up. Spirit, what else is coming up this week for pile 2, please? It's very important that you honour your emotions, that you honour your feelings, that you honour what you know to be true. Yeah, you need to take some time out. This week needs to be, look, about rest. You see here, this person has had lots going on. Maybe there's been traumas of some sort, even romantic interludes or so many different things. It's time that you have a little rest, whether that means meditating or just sleeping. If you've been through a traumatic time where people have behaved in a way that's upset you, sometimes you need to let the dust settle on things. So this is what's coming up for you this week. Let me see what else we've got. You need time to be able to digest what's been going on, to be able to process. You might want to journal or write things down just to help your brain to process what's going on here. If you are feeling anxious, if you are feeling down about something, or frustrated, or conflicted, give yourself a bit of time. You might want to cut cords with people or situations because it could be going round and round in your head. You might want to take there's white chestnut bark remedy or flower remedy, which if you have got things going round and round your head a lot, that helps to ease that. Mustard flower remedy is also good if you're feeling kind of down and a bit low. But if you do want to work with me to resolve issues that have happened with people, you can send me an email. You can do the Return to Wholeness package, but if you just want to do like a one-off session to have a look at what's been going on, we can work together one-to-one, and we can cut the cords, energetic cords, to give your brain a bit of space to assess this without being in a stress state. Fresh approach, yeah. So something's happened that's making you see life in a different way. I'm going to show you that closer because I feel like this is more hopeful. So it's time to look at, if you feel like a victim by something that's gone on, if you feel like something's been done to you and you're struggling to shake that off and it's really got under your skin, make sure that you ask yourself, what can I do to empower myself to bring me back to happiness and wholeness in this moment? So whether that's turning your phone off, putting something nice on the TV, eating something really nice that you probably shouldn't normally be eating. You know what I mean? Just be decent to yourself so that you can process through this time, so that you can pop out the other side feeling stronger and like you know what you want to do. So one of the key elements with anxiety or depression and things like that is we're looking at what's happened, what's been, what might be coming, what might be happening in the future. Pay attention to what's going on in the very now. Right this second you're watching this video and everything is fine in this very second now. What actions can you take for you that will make you feel better, make you feel empowered, make you remember everything that you are? Remember all the things you've been through in life and how far you've come, and that you have ancestors and beings in spirit who absolutely love and appreciate you and think the world of you. Just remember that, so that anything that happens with certain individuals, they're just individual people. There's a whole world of other people out there that are good and honest and truthful and kind. I just want to say that to you, pal 2. Spirit, what else is going on for pal 2 this week? Yeah, so you might get into a bit of a sense of lack, where you feel like, so it's really important here to go through the emotions of what you're feeling, allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to process. If you need to be depressed for a couple of days, whatever, allow yourself to do that. And this might be the time to do that this week, so that you can then brush yourself off and go, right, what am I going to do for me? Okay, trust your intuition. Again, we've got, if you can, meditate. Recognize what dreams you're having. If dreams are coming up, maybe write them down so that you can see what you're being told. I always like to do, I'll ask my ancestors when I go to bed, I'll say, please can I have any information that I need to know? Um, can you give me that while I'm sleeping so that when I wake up tomorrow, I start to understand what's going on? And quite often that information will come to me while I'm in the shower. I find water quite a conduit for receiving information for some reason. Like if I wash the pots and I've got my hands in the water and I'm doing something where I'm really not thinking that much, but still by water in some way, that's really helpful. So trust your intuition. Trust that you have you are a spiritual being, and this is part of your soul's lesson. So whatever it is that you've been going through, yeah, there's fears of loss. Wow, you've got so much going on this week. That's the blessing in this process is to recognize what has shifted, what has changed, what you've lost, and to start approaching your life differently, to be able to acknowledge instead of deceiving yourself about what's going on. Acknowledge what is going on, give yourself permission to rest. Rest and a change in perspective is the blessing of this week, pal, too. Can I get you another one of these, Spirit? Can I have another? Can we have a bit of advice, please? Want some advice? Should we do this? Yeah, let's do this one. Can I have some advice for pal too, please? King of Swords again, look. Wow. So I think part of the advice is to be truly honest with yourself as well. I'm just going to actually look in the book to see if there's anything I'm missing on this, because it's come up twice. So, King of Swords. Intellectual, decisive, discriminating. A person of ideas and action. Their intellectual powers are finely honed, and they are at their best when making judgments and decisions. They can often be lawyers, accountants, surgeons, scientists, professors. It says you might need to get legal or financial advice, or there's a need for intellectual honesty, justice or discipline. It says, or you make a decision based on facing the facts of a situation, and if necessary, undertaking a sacrifice for the sake of the greater good, or for the sake of a principle, which the Nine of Wands is here. So I want to say again, stick to your guns. Oops, sorry, that's me bumping into something. Oh, that wasn't me, that was my dog Luna. Stick to what you know to be true, and don't let anybody sway you. Recognise the truth of Luna barked a few times then. I think you might need some time to allow your nervous system to calm down as well, pal, too. You know, just to allow yourself to take some deep breaths. But do be discerning about what's been going on. I want another advice card for pal too, please. The blessing as part of this is things that are going to change, and they need to change because you can't stay in anything that is no longer meant for you, pal too. If it's not meant for you, you need to leave it behind, because there'll be bigger, better, more positive things for you out there. Contemplation, yeah, just allow yourself to mull things over, to think about what's been going on, to think about what you really want. How do you want to approach life? What do you want out of life? Let yourself have a little rest, because it seems like you've been through a bit of a stressful, emotional time, really, for one reason or another. Let me get. Oh, that doesn't quite fit on there. Hold on. There we go. Right, I'm going to get you one final card. This is the week for resting and contemplating how you'd like your year to go ahead, how you'd like to invest more in who you are and your own happiness. I think I've got two. Oh, I've got several. Well, no then. That's tricky because these are all pretty full-on cards. Right, hold on. You've got extra. You've got extra because you need it, pal too. Right, bear with me because I do need to look in the books for these because they're unusual cards. They are the Faeries Oracle. So this one we've got the Journeyman, adventure, independence, polishing of skills, travel. All of the great ones, the saints, the bodhisattvas, sorry, I didn't say that right, and all of those who are filled by spiritual light have been on this journey. They went into the wilderness, stepping like the fools off of the safe paths into the waiting hands of their gods and goddesses. This is the journey of life, a pilgrimage that begins in ignorant trust, passes through all of the doubts, fears, ups and downs, probably all of the delusions, and certainly all of the confusions. Through it, we learn slowly, painfully, a new kind of trust, a trust in the process, detached from the goal. So, I absolutely understand this is to do with a fresh approach. You know, you've gone through this so that you can build more understanding about who you are, so that your soul can progress in wisdom, pile too. But you may wish to make plans to go on an adventure, to travel, to do something that's more exciting and optimistic. It can be about beginnings, but it can be about progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known, a new phase in an ongoing process. Consider where you are going. What are your long-term goals? What are you doing that is helping you to move towards them? So that's very much about what's going on this week. Let me just, that you need to consider what you want from life and where you're going. So this is wild energy. This second one, the Ra, pure potential. Once upon a time there were three pink boys, more or less, and a Ra, who all played in Brian's son Toby's bedroom. This is a story of the person who's written it. They liked the midnight tea parties, the magical ambience, and of course they liked Toby. Unfortunately, the boys got too rowdy. So Ra's are not naughty or wicked, just energetic. They are also not very discriminating. They like to join in wherever they can. So this card encourages you to be especially attentive to what you are doing with your energy and intentions. Don't get carried away by bouncy enthusiasm, but do take advantage of the energy. You can accomplish a great deal with the energy being made available to you. This is a good time. This is not a grounded way of being. So earth yourself, ground yourself, be clear about your objectives, and then go for them. Wow, so this is really positive. It's showing that after contemplation this week, you are going to have a whole new focus on how you want to approach life, which is where the blessing is. This is the singer of intuition, perceptiveness, awareness, trust, oracle kind of abilities. So the intuition is going to, information is available to us if we just listen to our own inner knowing. Perhaps we have already heard it and still doubt our subtle senses. It's time to listen to your intuition. What are your feelings hunches or intuition about this situation, it is desirable that we should seek solitude, meditate, and practice stillness and patience. So focus inwards. The presence of this card radiates special illumination and insight on the other cards around it. So you're being asked this week, the blessing this week is that you get to consider where have you been and where do you want to go. You need to take time out to rest this week, while also pondering on everything that's been and everything that you want to do, and then maybe make some plans about how you want to live your life, but do so in a grounded, positive way so that you're not just throwing wild abandon and throwing everything out the window. Make sure that it's practical and that it will positively impact on your life, and use your intuition to make those decisions. So wow, lots of love and best wishes to you, pal, too. Thank you so much for being here. Do have a look at my Return to Wholeness package. I think it would work wonders for you, and really help you with this transformational time that you're going through, and help you to clear away a lot of difficult things that have happened in the past, and to really get you in touch with that more spiritual element of who you are. If you liked this and it resonated, please do click on like and subscribe, because I'd love to see you again. If you want to comment on what's going on for you and share any information in the comments section, please feel free to do that. I wish you the best of luck. Take care. Part 3. Welcome to today's reading. You have got new experiences and possibilities. How tremendously exciting, especially if you're watching this when it's released and it's the start of a whole new year. Now, what this card speaks of is making sure that you are open to messages coming through to you, that you are open to experiences and new possibilities. So that might be allowing yourself to say yes to things. It might be stepping out of your comfort zone. But this card states that you're in like a whole new chapter of your life, which a new year is. But you might be specifically in a new chapter for one reason or another, and it's important to allow yourself to start writing a whole new story, Foxglove friends. So I'm going to put that there. And we're going to have a quick look at what has been going on for you, so that we can understand what is coming in the next 7 days. Spirit, what has been going on for pile 3, please? Okay, so we've got the 3 of Swords there. Got the Sun in reverse. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there may have been a difficult time for you, either emotionally or something to do with your heart, in which it's kind of hurt in some way, and it's not been the most fun time for you. Let's put it like that, Foxglove friend. You might have found yourself being a bit grumpy, or that you've been the one that's needed the healing in some way. There might have been delays because of what you've been going through. Just a difficult time, either emotionally or with health. You've gone through things that where you've had to rely on others, or you've not been in a position to give your energy in a positive way because you've been depleted in some way, or in a state of sadness or unhappiness, or something's happened. Sometimes it can be grief, or difficult emotional times, or difficult physical times, is what I want to say. Pile 3, and I think this is why we've got new experiences and possibilities coming in now, because you're moving out of that phase, which is very exciting. So let's have a look at what's going on in the upcoming next 7 days. Spirit, please can you advise me what is going on for pile 3 in the next coming days? You might have felt a little bit down, but that might be literally because your energy's been depleted in certain ways. So what is coming up? We have got, yay, the sun the right way up. So that's interesting. We've got the sun in reverse there, but this is the sun the right way up. So things are going to start looking better. They're going to be lighter and brighter, and you're going to start coming out of your cave, whether that's your own home or whether it's out of emotional gloom, or both. 10 of Swords. Let's have a look. So you might still be a little bit wary about whether you might get hurt. Or 7 of Cups. So that's having lots of ideas about potential of what you can do, which ties in with the new experiences and possibilities. Ace of Pentacles. So you've got something new that's tangible. So that might be an actual thing where you've had a gift or a physical thing of some sort. I think I want another card. Hold on, let me just move these over. So you might be a little bit defensive as you come out of said cave, Foxglove friends. But there's something new that's encouraging you. So you might receive something good this week, whether it's a gift or you might have had something new, whether it's a physical thing that you can enjoy and makes you feel better, or Ace of Pentacles or something. It can be a new job, a new house, an engagement, a marriage, things like that. But it's something physical or something that you exchange a contract on that's going to make you happy, and going to make you feel better, but you might be a bit defensive. So these are really positive. It's almost like your mind and your heart is opening up now. It's going to be a positive week in which you can start to explore the world again, Foxglove friends. Let's just see what else is going on this week for pile 3, please. Gently and tentatively start saying yes so that you can get used to the fact that things are better. Receive healing. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense because of this. So sometimes by being able to come out of our cave a little bit, we're able to engage with people and friends and things where we can actually ask for healing or support and help. Allow yourself to be open to receiving that. Also allow yourself to ask Archangel Raphael to do healing on you. I ask Archangel Raphael to lay a green healing blanket over me when I go to sleep at night to make me feel refreshed and rejuvenated and revitalized when I wake up in the morning. That usually works quite well. In fact, it's noticeable when I forget to do it because sometimes I wake up in a grump. But also spirit, you can ask your ancestors in spirit to give you healing, and you can sit in that energy and just allow that to envelop you. So sit in that stillness, even if it's for 5 minutes, and allow the angels and your ancestors to bring healing around you. You just need to ask them, and maybe light a candle if it's appropriate to do so wherever you are, because that helps to bring them in. It helps the light to come in. So we've got the sun. It's like the light is going to start coming into your life again. The darker days are starting to clear, pile 3, in a positive way. You've got all these ideas about things that you might like to do. You might even buy yourself something, might go out to the shops and do something, nice for yourself. You might start spending a bit of money, which, if you've sort of been reclusive somehow, not necessarily fully reclusive, but if you've taken yourself out of life a little bit, You might find that this week you start to spend money by going to places, by just by getting out there a bit more and doing nice things for yourself that's going to make you happier. And because you've got all these ideas about things that you'd like to do, you might invest in some of them, Foxglove friends. On that note, I think I ought to just pop in there, in case you didn't see it in the introduction, just because this is the very last moments of this offer being available. The January the 6th is the last day in which you can book onto my Return to Wholeness 10-week package, in which you work with me one-to-one. It's very personalised, and we will do things at a mental, emotional and spiritual level to really open you up to more joy and happiness and peace in life. So just check that out, check the detail out. There is a link in the timestamp that you can look at, but there's even more detail on my website, and the link to that is in the description of this video. Look, that's assurance. You might be a bit nervous and you might need the support and assurance of other people. I really love that, because it's a bit like the family tree and all the different seasons. And I think actually where we live, we're meant to be getting snow as you're watching this, so just be careful as you go out there. But family trees don't necessarily need to be made of blood related family. There's all sorts of people who will support you, whether it's those in spirit or those in real life. I think there's a thing here about allowing yourself to ask for support from anybody who you can, like allow yourself to ask for further support from people, so that you're not going into, not venturing into this new exciting stepping out into life on your own. If you want to go somewhere, ask a friend to go with you, or just allow yourself to communicate more. It feels like you're sort of starting to open up, like the sun shining on a flower, and it's starting to open and blossom a little bit again. Spirit, what else is going on for pile 3 this week, please? Ooh, things are going to start moving a bit faster. You're going to start moving a bit faster. If not relevant to you, there's a person who's quite full of energy, who may be involved in this week. It could be a young male who's quite feisty in certain ways, but I'm just going to have a look around this actually, just while I think about it, so that I feel like I need to look at somebody who's quite impetuous. So it can say there's going to be a radical change in your lifestyle or routine. New friends may appear, or a whole new life may open up for you. Alternatively, it could indicate impending air travel. So that's one of the readings from one of the books. That ties in, that it feels like your life is, like I just said about the flower blooming, your life is about to start opening up for you in certain ways, and you might be a bit nervous, but it's all good. Foxglove friend, what else have we got? Let's have another one of those. Spirit, can we have more information about what's going on for pile 3 this week? I mean, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I kind of feel like I want to hold your hand during this process. Oh, and you're going to spend more time. That's probably why I felt like that. You're going to spend more time with friends. There'll be more group gatherings. If this is relating to going into a new job, which Ace of Pentacles can sometimes be, it might just be that you're starting to get to know the people at the job better, and that's starting to open things up for you. But you'll be able to start spending time with friends again. Spirit, let's have what else is happening for pile 3 this week, please. I think this is ever so exciting. A whole new chapter of your life is beginning right now, which is always a wonderful, beautiful thing. Maybe a whole new story altogether. make a decision. Look at that. That's impressive, isn't it? How beautiful is that? So, yeah, as you're a bit anxious, you might be kind of a bit hesitant about what to do and what not to do and how to do things, but feel confident about making decisions over the next 7 days to be able to say yes. And I think this is what this is about, being able to say yes to the new things. If somebody asks to see you, say yes. You can always say, look, this is where I'm at. I'm still in the process of healing in whatever way that you are, or I'm a bit nervous as be honest. Be honest about where you are, but allow yourself to start shining and opening up and celebrating your life. Let's get you a bit of advice. Spirit, can we have some advice for pile 3, please? You might be asked to make decisions this week, Foxglove friend, about what you want, about how you want to progress. And I think it's important that you make honest answers. Okay, judgment. So people may be watching what you're doing. Don't be afraid of being judged if you're not quite fully your whole self in certain ways. Don't be worried about being judged about it. Just be genuinely honest and know that you are able to claim the space. I feel like this week's for you. For your friends as well. It's okay to have a focus. It's okay to have that focus on you right now. Feels like you need that because you need the healing and the support, and it's there for you. People are wanting to do that, so don't be afraid about what others are going to think. It feels like there's a lot of love around you, Foxglove friend. I'm going to get one more of these and then we'll get some final cards. One more of these and let's do another advice card then. We can have a bit more advice, please, Spirit. Yep. Ah, vibration. There's a little bat, look, upside down. Can you see? Just here is the bat. In fact, so this is all about perspective and quite often getting a higher perspective. And I like the fact, is that the Earth or the Moon? I'm not sure. But as you've gone through a certain transformation, have a higher perspective about where you've been and where you are now and recognise how far you've come. Try and stay optimistic, try and stay positive this week. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into feeling like a victim in any way or feel empowered for where you're at right now. I want to say you've done a great job. You've done I feel like you've done well in some way or another. Allow yourself to receive the fact that this week is a positive step forward. Foxglove friend, I hope that resonates. Well, always take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because these are readings for many people, and Spirit just wants to try and get positive, supportive messages to you in any way that they can, because they want to help you have the best life you can possibly have. So we have, I want 2 final cards, I think, for pile 3, please, Spirit. Ooh, look at that. Himself, that is called. I'm going to put that there. And then Penelope Dreamweaver. Wow. Now then, I am going to have a little look in the book for these ones because they're unusual, and as I've said on every other reading, I can't remember absolutely everything, and sometimes the pictures don't entirely. Where is it? So, this one. Oh, shamanic power. So maybe you've got shamanic elements that, if you take part in shamanic practices, utilize them this week. Maybe if you're part of a shamanic group, then, join that so that you can be part of that. But this is about magic and life force and natural law. Known as himself, this is the guardian of both the hunter and the hunted, and finds no conflict in that because he understands the many necessary balances of nature, the living bond between all life. Himself is the breath that moves, the atom that dances, and his magic is in pure being, living, loving. Ah, how wonderful. So, this is to do with the creation of all things. The bright mother has the magic of manifesting and nurturing, but himself, he has the magic of procreation, of dancing the spark of life into being. His presence brings magic and life into a world where it is shaped and given form by Earth Mother. So this is all about, there's a great amount of energy present in the reading, but also strongly energizes the fairy cards around him. So we'll have a look at the other one in a minute. But everything he touches becomes more of what it is, more alive, more vigorous, more powerful, more awesome. So I think part of this speaks of protection. So making sure that you're protected, making the right choices to stay safe. Shamanic power might be indicated here, as well as the potential for powerful spiritual healing, which you've got down there. There's also erotic energy, passion, and potent creativity. I think what I'm feeling from where we've come with all of this reading is the sun is starting to bring you to life again. This is the energy of starting to feel like you're coming back to life again, which is really, really fantastic. It's that kind of having that energy, that life drive is starting to come to fruition for you again. So where you might have felt depleted previously, this week you're going to start to become more alive with ideas. And so this is inspiration, magical dreams, visions, music, artistic inspiration. Penelope weaves tapestries in the mind with threads of light, colour and sound. When she comes to us in dreams, we waken under her enchantment and rush for our paints or clay. So you're just going to feel more creative, more alive. Seek visions and inspiration. Be aware that they are often subtle and require close attention. Fantasies, dreams and daydreams are all places that the inspiration fairy can contact us. Pay special attention to unsought inspiration at this time. There's something wonderful for you, but it is up to you to catch them and bring them into reality. So this does tie in also with the Seven of Cups cards, where you've got all these ideas. So if you're wanting to be more creative this week, if that helps you to, come back to life again, if it helps you to heal in certain ways, then say yes to that. Lovely energy, pile 3. Lovely energy. I'm very excited for you. Feel free to invest in yourself this week and to take steps to find joy and happiness. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like this, please do click on like and subscribe so that I can see you again and so that I can help more people like you. Wishing you lots of love and luck. Have a lovely week. Thank you for watching. Bye.